So today we're going to be reviewing the Gopro Karma.
There's no sun up in the sky, don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky.
I've been able to fly the Karma a couple times already, and today I will be telling you what I think about it. So I'll be doing my own review, and all I can tell you is that it's not that good. I don't like it that much. I really like GoPro. I really love their cameras. I've been using them for a couple years. Nope. 5 years. Nope. No. I don't even know how long I've been using them for. Stop.
Don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky. Don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky. Don't know why.
When it comes to drones, they better stick to cameras for now. They really should work a little bit more on drones before they release the next one. This one so far is nah. It has features that you would expect to find on newer drones, but it's still missing something. I don't know what it is. Maybe the sensors, maybe tracking. I don't know what it is, but it's still not there yet.
The time. There's no sun up in the sky. Don't know why. Every the time.
Alright, so this is gonna be my review of the GoPro Karma, the remote and the gimbal handle. I've been able to fly it twice, and I believe those were more than enough times to tell you that I do not like it that much. Too many things wrong with it, or not necessarily wrong, but things that I was not expecting from a $1,000 drone. That's the other thing. Actually, it's not a $1,000 drone. The drone itself, they sell with the whole kit except with the camera for $800. So the gimbal handle is $300. So we're going down to $500 right there. And I'm sure that this guy with the screen and everything, you know, it can't be less than 150, 200 bucks. So what's the real price of this guy? $300, $400? Yeah, and that's pretty much how it acts. Let's go into it. Main thing that I did not like as soon as I opened the package was that the battery was completely dead. It has a button back here that you would press, and it will show you the battery amount that it has left. It was completely dead. If something I have learned with LiPo batteries for quadcopters, for remote control cars, anything, they do not like to be discharged all the way down, especially for a long period of time. I don't know how long this drone was in storage for before I got it and charged it, so probably the battery suffered somewhat there. The design of the drone is nice. You know, you fold the arms out to fly. You have the gimbal right in front, so that will keep it out of the way of the props. So you shouldn't be able to see the props. I've seen videos already of people getting the props in the way, especially when you bang hard to one side and the gimbal is trying to correct. You can see the prop there. Not a big deal. It's okay. Something that people have mentioned a lot is this thing here. It scratches. That's not gonna be good. I've used it a couple times and it has already scratched. So with heavy usage, this is gonna look horrible. Again, not a big deal, but not well thought.
I don't know why. There's no sun up in the sky.
When I was flying the drone at about like 100 feet up in the air and 1,000 feet away from me, I started losing video feed. That's not cool, because if you're flying far away and you want to be able to see what you're filming, you want to keep a good video feed on this. and it's not really there. So that's another drawback right there that I do not really like. The feel on the control is very nice. Different remote, not what I'm used to from other drones. This joystick here, when you press it down, it binds or it drags or it's rubbing against something. So it's not smooth as this one when you move it all ways. This one, when you move it down, it's stuck or hard to move down. So to remove the GoPro, it's nice and firm, like you need to pull hard to get it out. That's okay. But when you're gonna put it back in, since it's very tight in there and you're sliding it in, it opens the door on the camera. Let me show you. I'm sure that's not gonna be a big deal with the Hero 5, but something to note with the Hero 4 bundle, which is the one I have here. Alright, let's talk about when it's flying. It flies pretty good. It's somewhat responsive. The thing is that I'm used to flying DJI Phantoms, and not even the newer ones. I started flying a Phantom 1, then I switched over to a Phantom 2, and that's what I was flying before getting this guy. As soon as I started flying this, I knew it was nothing like the DJI Phantom. This thing doesn't hover on the spot. When it's hovering, it either goes up in the air or goes down or moves slightly to the side. It doesn't stay in place at all. And it just takes off super hard, super jerky. There it goes again, moving around. Not very stable at all. It looks to be more steady up in the air, but that might be just because it's far away. I can't see when it's moving up or down by itself. You would not be able to just leave it for long periods of time without touching the controls because it's going to be moving around. Flight time on this guy is not what GoPro is claiming that it is. Supposedly they're saying that it's about 20 minutes flight time, and when you turn on the remote, it tells you that you have about 19 minutes of flight time, so it's never 20 minutes. But the thing is, as soon as you start flying it, you see the battery on the drone start draining quick. On the second flight, I was able to get about 13 minutes before the drone started to come back by itself. This might be due to the fact that the battery came completely dead, so maybe the battery is not on its optimal condition anymore.
I don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. There's no sun up in the sky.
Alright, let's move over to the Gimbal Grip. I won't be able to really compare this to anything else since I've never owned a gimbal before. So this is just my opinion on how this thing works, and I like it. This one I like. This one behaves pretty good. You know, it keeps the camera stable, so you know, it does what it is supposed to do. It does turn upside down, so you can use it upside down if you wanted to. So that's pretty cool. It just works. Not many features here though. I was able to use a few of the automatic flying modes that the Karma brings, and they're pretty neat. They work pretty good. I would like to be able to practice those modes on the simulator that the control brings, which works pretty good. The frame rate is a little weird. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. The drone on the simulator behaves completely different from how the drone behaves in real life. So, you know, at least it will give you a good feeling of the controls on the remote. So in conclusion, I think it's a nice drone for a beginner, somebody that wants to get into drones and has really no experience flying drones. This one is a pretty easy drone to fly. It's a pretty easy drone to control. But I am a big GoPro fan. I've been using GoPros for a while. This was more of a disappointment than an excitement. So I still believe that GoPro needs to work a little bit more before coming out with a drone like this. This is a good start, but not for me.
I don't know why there's no sun up in the sky.